guys, happy HHBW. Yeah, hope everyone's having a good week. I'm about to, if you can see, dry hop the beers. So we've got New Zealand, 164 grams of the mixture of those hops, Waiti, Waimea, Rakau and Kahatu. The Australian, which is a big one, that's 250 grams. It's just everything I had left of all those hops. So there was Topaz, Galaxy, Vic Secret and Summer. Bam. And then this is the ANZUS, the Australia, New Zealand, US, and that's coming in at a amount of 207 grams. So there's me dry hops for those beers. Gonna do that in a second. And also this beer on beer brew I did, which was just the Cooper's Pale Ale kit. On top of yeast cake and also dry hops, which was Mosaic and mixture of it was Mosaic and Citra. So there was 90 grams of each of those in there as well. Taste tester to see unravel the mysteries of beer on beer brewing, if it can be done or not, if it works. I have to say, it smells like tropical punch or something. It really does. Passion fruit. This sort of aroma was what I was after in my rye PA, the little bit red rye. As it doesn't have a hint of this in it, so that's really strange. Yeah, I think that's fine. Can't taste any off flavours or... I mean, there's hot particles in there. It wasn't cold crash or anything, I've just fermented it, banged it into the other keg now, so I didn't think it would take very long to ferment if it was going to, and it rocketed off to a quick ferment and it was pretty vigorous. It smells lovely. It almost smells... It almost reminds me of like a wine. Like a grape. I guess maybe almost weirdly, like sort of like Nelson Sauvin. It's a success, guys. Beer on beer brewing with previously dry hopped hops. You can leave in there and ferment again, and you still extract plenty of aroma and flavour. And that's not grassy in the slightest. Also, other news, big news, received some beer mail. My first ever beer mail. Happy days. Fantastic. Couldn't believe it. Shocked. To say big shout out and thank you to Dino, Tube Dinos, for sending these over to me. I mean, I really appreciate it. I sent you some beers, but I did not expect any in return. That was not the reason I sent any of those beers to you. He sent me 3 beers. I don't know why I left them in the wrappers, I put them in the fridge like that. But unfortunately one of them broke in transit or whatever. That's what they said anyway. And unfortunately it was one I really wanted to try. It was his, from his video, the 300 ESP he did. Because I've obviously done these ESPs, it would have been really, really nice, to have that here, maybe to compare those two as well. It wasn't meant to be though. Thanks for sending it anyway, dude. So I was lucky to receive Florida the Black Falcon, a black IPA, featuring US hops, Falconer's Flight, 6.5%, bottled on the 11th of October. Really looking forward to that. I was lucky enough to receive these beers Thursday of last week. Today is Wednesday. So it's been in my fridge ever since. And here it is, the Rakow Red. Comes in at 5%, 4th of the 8th, 15. 45% Gladfield malt, 45% Vienna malt, Gladfield Vienna malt, and 9.1% Shepherd's Delight. Hops were Rakow, 60 minutes Rakow, 5 minutes Rakow, 0 minutes, and Rakow dry hop. And US 05. So that's its famous Rakow Red. It's like a so it was like a red IPA, I think he had on this one too. I know it's an Irish red, and yeah, Rakow Welsh Red IPA. Oh. She's carved up nicely. Just pour her out, eh? Bottle conditioned, I'd imagine. But it looks fantastic, the colour. Probably can't see it. Apologise for that, Dano. So, it's a little bit better, light. So we can have a little look here with the torch, guys. So, if you can see the colour on that. It's getting the aroma, eh? It's very subtle. It's quite sweet aroma, like almost like a candy maybe springs to mind, but it's not quite right. It's yeah, it's like a sweet aroma. It smells delicious, actually. It's very inviting, so I might have a sip, hey? Cheers again to dinner. Whoa. Wow. It's hops. These hops are way too close to me. I'm getting like whiffs of those, which are super tropical. I don't know, it's like a candy sort of aroma I'm getting off it. Can't explain exactly. The aroma that I'm getting there also comes through in the flavour at the end. Maybe like a slight sort of toffee, could be from the malts again. Yeah, it's quite a malty beer, and it's delicious, and the colour is beautiful. Yeah, very sweet. Yeah, you get those malts come through, and the bitterness there as well, and then that sort of toffee caramel comes through, and then bitterness again at the end. That Dino is a lovely beer, mate. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, I'd be proud of that. I brew that, mate. It's delicious. But yes, high marks, Dino, for that beer. So I just got to dry up these beers. I'll show you that quickly as I do it. But yeah, other than that, I've got nothing else this week. Looking forward to tasting these beers. in a week or so time yet, and yeah, I'll try to do maybe side by sides or something. They should all be ready at the same time as long as I have enough kegs available. Yeah, so other than that, guys, I did want to mention too that my system, if you would have seen my brew day video, the triple brew day, ESP brew day, because the pots are all different sizes. There's 3 completely different size pots, different diameters, circumferences, whatever you want to call it. They have even different elements in them. How vigorous the boils are all different, so the boil off rates are all different in each 3 of the pots. So the gravities are going to be different as well. So I'm never going to get 3 of the exact same beers brewing in the 3 different pots. Hence why the 3 gravities in these beers were different. You know, there was 1040, I think it was 1040, 1042 and 1050. And the other 2 are going to be roughly the same, so 4%, and around the 5 mark. I don't know if any of you were interested, but this was my first beer of the day too, and just going down a treat. Beautiful. So I might just dry hop this quick, get this out of the way, because this video's already gone way too long, as it does always. The New Zealand Australian Ansis. And in the fridge we have Australian, New Zealand, and Ansis. Okay, guys. This is the Australian going in, hopefully. Sorry guys, my camera went dead there. I didn't even know it's a problem with this camera. But yeah, look, they're all going again, so this one's bubbling away. So riled up some CO2. That should keep it all healthy in there. That's about it from me this week. I'm just gonna kick back and enjoy this beautiful beer that I really appreciate receiving. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. Cheers. Brew great beers, just like this one. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, it's fantastic.